sir. We live, we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, and we are the leaders in single entry 3 max and 20 max content. So if that's your particular style of play, man, you've reached the right spot. Even if it's not, man, if you just play NBA DFS at all, this is one of the best spots you can be in. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you can be here rocking with us when the videos and content drop. Also, do me a small favor, man. Hit that like button for your boy. It helps the channel grow. It's greatly appreciated. And it's a gesture of kindness that should get some good karma headed your way. So we all want and deserve good karma. So hit that like button and go on and get the ball rolling in your direction. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. This is my starting five, where we talk 5 plays on DraftKings and FanDuel. That's more than likely going to be in my player pool, all right? So, you know, we going to get right into it. I don't like to hold you long, man. Nice slate here on this Monday. As per usual, going to be waiting on some injury news. But just an overall view on the slate, especially on DraftKings, man, the pricing is tight. Man, DK done adjusted these prices. You really gonna be hunting for value. We're gonna need some news out here. It is rough right now. It's gonna be a difficult night on DK, man. Just from a salary perspective wise, how they've raised guys' prices. So it's gonna be interesting to see how lineups are constructed and how our competition puts lineups together tonight. But I'm intrigued by every slate, man. Every slate is a new challenge, and we here for it. So let's get into it. At point guard, at the top, man, I want to look at my guy. I've mentioned him in the videos in the past. Kobe White here, 7,800 for the Bulls. Now, listen, I know they're big underdogs here. This is one of the lower team totals on the slate. But like I told you in the past, with Kobe White right now, doesn't matter the game total, doesn't matter the spread. The kid is just playing lights out right now. He's playing good basketball, man. At 7,800, we talking about 50, 55-point upside from him right here in this spot. In a nice matchup. Even though they're big underdogs, man, Philly kind of gives it up to the point guard position. So I like looking at Kobe White here at 7,800. And if the game is close, he undoubtedly probably had a hand in it, him and DeRozan. So if as many paths of success for him, as many paths to success for him here in this spot, man. But I like him. He just need to continue to play the way he's playing, man. If you just look at his game log, you don't gotta be a game log watcher, but that do let you notice recent trends. And man, as you can see, he hasn't scored under 41 fantasy points in the last five games. Oh man, his last 6-7 games since Levine has went down, man, he has just been balling. I like him in this matchup. I like the price on him. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see how people put lineups together, man. It's a little tough out here today. At the shooting guard spot, typically I don't really play these guys when everybody's healthy. But you know, special situations call for special circumstances and special things to happen. So I want to look at Paul George here, 8,100, going against these Indiana Pacers. Like I said, I typically, when all 3 of these Clippers are healthy, I typically really don't play any one of them. But given this matchup of playing the Indiana Pacers, and the fact that Paul George is probably the only guy on DraftKings whose price is falling. So I love the price tag at 8,100. We saw him return last game out, played 35 minutes, so the workload should be there. I just hope Halliburton plays and we can keep this game kind of close so he can reach his ceiling potential. But I like going to Paul George at 8,100 in this game environment with a falling price from him. Hasn't really gave you the big 50, 60-point burger this year so far, but he's just been chugging along in that 40 to 50-point range. But you getting this pace-up matchup, one of the higher team totals on the slate going against the Indiana Pacers. I think that bodes well for Paul George and his chances at a ceiling game, all right? Coming at small forward, man, hunting for value. That's going to be the name on the DK slate, especially if these injuries don't break the right way. But a guy I got my eye on for the Memphis Grizzlies, Vince Williams Jr. here, 4,600. He's been solid, getting solid minutes, man. Like I said, we're just hunting for value right now, trying to find some value pieces. The minutes have been there for him. He's been okay. He's not going to set the world on fire, but at 4,600, man, he can get you 24 to 30 fantasy points right now, and that's what we're looking for early as we're scrounging for value. Undoubtedly, some will open up. The injury news will break our way. But right now, as we see the slate this morning, he's one of the. If we had to build lineups right now, he'll be one of the value pieces I use. All right. At the power forward spot, I want to look at my guy Julius Randle here, 8,600, going against these Lakers, man. It's a nice spot for him. The Lakers give it up to the power forward position, and they just give it up in general. This Lakers defense is only stout and good when it has to be. I like Julius Randle in this matchup. These Knicks have been playing well. I'm going to love them if AD is out. We waiting on that AD news. I think AD is back, though. I think he plays tonight. I think they just gave a 1-1 rest game for him and LeBron, like I told y'all in last week's video. So I think AD is back, but if for whatever reason he misses, man, show enough give me Julius Randle. I like him either way, whether AD plays or not. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup down there. But if, like I said, if AD misses, you can sign me up for a lot of Julius Randle. He should be able to have his way down there with no real rim protection, all right? And then rounding out at the center spot, still looking for some value, man. I'm gonna roll the dice with Marvin Bagley here again, going against the Atlanta Hawks, man. Another super. I think this is the highest game total on the slate at 244. The minutes is what you got to worry about here with Marvin Bagley, man. It could be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, but they're down Isaiah Stewart. There's no Jalen Duran over here. It's just him and Wiseman to play the center position. It's probably going to be an even split, like 24-24, but hopefully Bagley can get a little more of those minutes if he's playing well, and if he gets the minutes, I think he can come through for us here at 4,900, especially in this game environment, all right? Definitely want to get to me some Marvin Bagley for a little value. There you have it, just starting five on DK. Kobe White, Paul George, Vince Williams Jr., Julius Randle, and Marvin Bagley. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there, all right? FanDuel coming in at the top. I got interest in Malik Monk, 6,200. Listen, another play that's depending on injury news. I like him. He's going to be in my player pool regardless whether Fox plays or not. But if Fox is out, I'm going to get a lot more of him. I'm going to love Malik Monk here in this spot. Didn't play a lot of minutes last game because of the blowouts. But if you look at the game log, see the game before they played 33 minutes. I expect him to be in that if this game is close, especially with no De'Aaron Fox. Give me Malik Monk. Another guy has been playing well for these Sacramento Kings. Playing well off the bench for him. He's playing off the bench, but he's getting starter minutes, man. I like getting the Malik Monk at 6,200. At the shooting guard, I want to look at DeJounte Murray, man. He's popping for me early this morning in all my metrics. And like I said, it's another high game total. I think it's 238, 240, right up in that area. It's one of the highest game totals on the slate. And the Pistons suck, man. There's three teams you play guys against. Pistons, Wizards, Pacers. Just play teams against them, man. I like getting DeJounte Murray here. I know he's going to be lower on. He hasn't really gave us those big performances this year. Only time he did give you one was when Trae Young was out. But due to this matchup, man, and just the team they're playing, I'm looking for DeJounte Murray to spark one and get a big one brewing here, especially at this price tag, $7,900. I love the price tag over here on FanDuel with this game environment and matchup. I'm going to have some interest in DeJounte Murray. You know he can fill up the stat sheet for you. We just need him to bring that scoring, man, so we can get that 50, 60-point ceiling from DeJounte Murray. Still slight triple-double upside. If he gets hot, Trae Young will let him kind of take over. That's what we need from him here in this spot against these Pistons. But I like DeJounte Murray, man. At the small forward, I want to look at Kyle Kuzma. Staying in this Washington-Sacramento game, another good game environment here. And if they keeping this game close, it's more than likely because of Kuzma. Now, Jordan Poole play has been coming around. I think Tyus Jones is playing a little better. He done put together two good games back-to-back. This Wizards team is trying to find some cohesion, trying to find a little better way to play together and more team chemistry. I like getting the Kyle Kuzma here at 8K. Like I said, he's the catalyst for this Wizards team, man. If he's playing well, those other guys come along, they can stay in this game, and this is a good game environment against the Sacramento Kings. I like Kyle Kuzma here, 8K, always live for a double-double. At the power forward, I want to look at Cam Johnson, man, 6,100. Just another guy whose minutes has been there. He hasn't gave us those big performances this year just yet, but He's still working his way back, man. We just need the shots to fall. He hasn't had that big shooting night. That's where the big games come from, Cam Johnson. Hopefully he can get that going here against this poorish Utah Jazz defense. I like Cam Johnson in this spot for a little mid-tier value play at 6,100. The minutes should be there, barring blowouts or foul trouble. Taking some shots on Cam Johnson today at 6,100. Then at the center, man, you can see it. Domantas Sabonis going against these Wizards. I expect him to dominate down there, man. Gafford might get in foul trouble. You don't like to predict foul trouble, or you shouldn't predict foul trouble, but certain situations, I call it out. This is probably going to be a heavy foul spot for Gafford, especially if Fox is out and they play through Sabonis a little more on the block. Definitely be cautious of Gafford if you're playing him. But if you can stay out of foul trouble, Gafford can give you a big game as you saw last night. But I like Sabonis down here, man. Big double threat. Give me him at 10-2. Should dominate down low against these Washington Wizards. Gafford is not big enough, doesn't have enough size to handle Sabonis on the block down there. I expect him to put his back to the basket and put him in the blender. Give me Domantas Sabonis at 10-2 here. I kind of like a little game stack going over here on FanDuel. But I like that game and I like the pieces in it. So there you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel. Domantas Sabonis, Cameron Johnson, Kyle Kuzma, DeJounte Murray, and Malik Monk. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure gonna be in mine, alright? That's gonna do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, alright? Let's get it.